Hello everyone, this is Miles Price, functional medicine practitioner of the Life Hub and the Life Clinic. And today I want to talk about is cancer. So cancer is a disease which affects 1 in 2 of us all across the world. And it's actually affecting more and more of people as they get older. And the prognosis for cancer is not really getting any better bar 1 or 2 diseases. And the diagnosis of cancer is always at a later stage, at stage 3 or stage 4. So what can we do about this? How can we stop getting cancer, and how can we predict if we're going to be at risk of getting cancer in the future? So we probably need to take a different view to conventional medicine. And here at Life Clinic and Life Hub, we take a functional medicine approach. So what does this mean? So we're trying to identify the triggers, the mediators, and the causes for why cancer develops in the first place. So, first things first, we have 2 rules. First rule, don't get cancer. What does that mean exactly? Well, we have to look at our lifestyle. What is our lifestyle doing to promote any cancer risk? First in one of those is your diet. Is your diet low carb? Is it low inflammatory? Is it high in nutrients? These are the key elements from your diet you need to have in place. Second of all is your sleep. Are you getting at least 7 hours sleep a night, uninterrupted? Making sure that your sleep is rejuvenating and detoxifying your body every single night. Third is the level of exercise you're doing. And the level of exercise intensity needs to match your age. So you don't do too much, and you don't do too little, at least 4 to 5 times a week. And finally, we need to look at your relationships. Are your relationships healthy between your work colleagues, your family, your loved ones? Research has clearly shown that if you have negative emotions like anger or bitterness, it actually increases the stress in your body, and that lowers the immune response. So, if you've got your lifestyle in order, then we go to level 2, and that is smart testing. So we know that the conventional markers of CA15.3, CA125 are there in the conventional medical screening process. But time and time again, they do not pick up the early diagnosis of potential changes in the metabolism which could be happening and starting the disease process. So first thing is we need to look at the test in different categories. First category is your hormones. We need to check your insulin. We need to check your cortisol, your sex hormones, and your thyroid function. All these hormones need to be balanced and in the right levels. If your insulin is too high, you're stimulating an inflammatory cascade and you're turning off your immune system. If your estrogen is too high, you could be stimulating cell proliferation and cell growth. So these are the kinds of evaluations we look at to make sure at the very earliest stages, cell changes are not happening. The second test to look at would be your nutrient status. We know that vitamins A, C, and D3 and minerals like iron, iodine, magnesium are very, very critical for immune health. And if you don't get these in your diet, then we're not supporting the immune system function. We know there's a direct correlation between vitamin D3 deficiency and breast cancer and colon cancer. So knowing you're getting these in your diet or in supplemental form at the right levels is going to really support your immune system function. Third is looking at toxicity. We know that we are living in a toxic world. Toxins like heavy metals and environmental pollutants have a direct influence on our energy metabolism, the way cells divide, and the way cells proliferate. And we need to make sure our toxic burden is not too high. So understanding a toxic metals test or environmental pollutants test will determine if you need to go on a particular detoxification protocol. Next, we need to look at your gut microbiome. Your gut microbiome has millions and trillions of bacteria, some good, some bad. And the good bacteria like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium are critically engaging with our immune system at a local level, systemic level, to make sure it's turned on and vigilant. At the same time, we have our bad bacteria, which can actually make the immune system work ineffectively. So how do we assess the gut? Well, we need to look at your comprehensive digestive stool analysis. This analysis will go detailed into understanding your gut microbiome. Beyond that, we need to look at your genetics. We know that there's slight defects in your genetic code which can determine your risk of cancer. The most common ones, like for breast cancer, is BRCA1, BRCA2, but we can go a lot further than that and look at the genetic defects which are influencing your inflammation, your insulin regulation and blood sugar control, and also your oxidative stress. All of these are triggers to the way the disease develops. The interventions which can come from such a test would be a change of diet, which is very specific to you, a specific supplement protocol, and maybe some medical interventions. So these are the kinds of evaluations we would take at a much deeper level, going upstream, looking at the metabolisms of the cell and making sure that we can correct any minor changes at a much earlier stage, and so that we can ensure that you are living to a much longer life being cancer-free. If you have any further questions about this, please contact us at Life Clinic or Life Hub. Stay safe and be well.